Look at the Widowmaker sticking up over here. We're gonna take our head off. Oh, don't paddle too hard though. Harder than that. Son of a, are you crazy? Don't. You animal. Winter winds beginning to blow, the temperature declining, I've been getting contacted by people wondering about the ring of ice that I bring you every year in my social media platforms. And this gets me thinking about a trip my brother Steve and I took from the pool where the ring of ice forms across from Little George's all the way down to the last rapids on River Street in West Springfield, down the Westfield River. And so what I've done is I've consolidated and combined 3 earlier videos, about an hour and 20 minutes of footage, into one, showing us exploring everything from the Agawam Fish Weirs and the Tatum area through the natural history of the region. And we made some great discoveries in terms of both history and natural history on our little trip. We basically canoed through West Springfield's past, from the time of the native people, through contact with the Europeans, colonization and settlement, the growth of the town, right through the factory period and this very day. And it was a lot of fun. We got wet, of course, because we were in a canoe. Now, you know, Steve and I are both teachers in West Springfield. Steve teaching science, particularly biology, and I teaching history. And we really enjoy working with the kids and bringing them our best, both in the classroom and out. But so we hope you enjoy our trip, and we have plans of furthering this exploration of the Westfield, getting all the way up into the headwaters this springtime. Anyways, check it out. Watercraft that we're using is a 14-foot Sports Pal aluminum canoe made for fishing, no keel, floats in about a half an inch of water. And we were launching behind the Sunoco. We'd not even got ourselves in the water yet, and along came the West Springfield police. Of course, it was our good friend Tom Price making sure we were okay.
And this is completely forgotten by most people in West Springfield. And that's what we're trying to do today. So we're trying to show you the Westfield River watershed down on the end. We're going to take you to the last rapids of the Westfield before it meets the Connecticut River today. And there's all kinds of fish that we might be getting ourselves into, from shad. I mean, it's possible we could catch a salmon. I'm not going to hold my breath. But there's plenty of smallmouth bass, rainbow trout, and all kinds of trout that make their way down from up above. And they're even starting to stock down at the corner there now, which is an amazing thing. I see some bugs on the water. We got the fly rods. What we want to do right now is take a ride up to where our ring of ice forms, just because. You guys have seen that ring of ice, and we need to see what it looks like when there's no ice on it.
Yes, you do.
Ascertain why that ring of ice might form.
I don't know.
Here on the Westfield River.
Could be wave action.
I've heard some of my fans tell me that they think a UFO might be landing under it.
Could be the moon.
Could be. All kinds of possibilities, but let's get up there. So we are right behind the Sunoco right now. And, yep, that car wash, gas station combination that we all love so much. Route 20 is humming along. You can see people on their way wherever they're going 45 miles an hour. And we are now approaching the pool where the ring of ice forms every winter. What you can see going on here is that this is a big eddy. It's a big whirlpool. And so that when the ice forms, there'll be a little tiny nickel-sized hunk of ice, and it begins to spin in the very center of this whirlpool. Now, it's really hard to see. We need a little bit more calm than we're getting. We got a little bit of wind. I don't even know how deep it is here, Steve. Look at the water depth here. Yeah. It's got to be 15, 20 feet deep. So that's got to be what it is. We got a really deep pool here. And here we are, Memory Lane. So at 163, or was it 67?
And then my senior year, 150.
Yeah, and you wrestled Kenny Huddleston there in Western Mass. championships going down in defeat after taking him down.
If I had to do it over, Stan, I'd cut the weight and go down to the weight below me.
He would go down to 147.
I see a lot of warbling videos.
I can hear warblers and stuff all over the place. It's starting to scare me.
We're going to hear a lot of
Oh, I just saw a crow.
Baltimore Orioles. You might have seen a crow, but it might have been a grackle too.
No, it was bigger than a grackle. I know a grackle.
Bigger than a grackle.
Yeah. Now, my brother and I were talking about it, and really it wouldn't be very difficult at all for West Springfield to put in an access back at the Russian Church, parking lot between the Russian Church and the Sunoco. I mean, there already is an access there. They wouldn't have to do much. What did you call it, Steve?
One of those cutbacks.
Cutbacks. So
Come
down,
back,
down, back, or just flatten it out a little bit. There's a will, there's a way, and I don't think it's going to take that much in terms of cost to do it. And then there'd have to be a couple other improvements that we're going to talk about when we get down here. But imagine if you could easily paddle your way from the border with Westfield down to the Connecticut River and Westfield River's confluence.
They also could
How nice would that be?
paddle right into the Connecticut River and go south into the Silvio Conti Refuge and camp out there, because the Silvio Conti has.
Oh, you mean the refuge in Long Meadow?
Yeah,
could do
they
that.
now have overnight camping spots.
All right, so
Along
you got
the river.
the option for a regular trek,
Right
a
along the
kayak trek. You could go north and you'd head toward the Holyoke Falls.
Yeah.
There's one of those crazy sandpipers over there. See them? Over on the shore in the shadows. And we're coming to a river.
Wow.
There's a lot of swallows
There
here
are.
in the Westfield River Basin.
I think
saw
it's a barn
some
swallow.
the other day. Barn swallow.
I think.
I
Oh, there
saw
it is.
some the other day on the upper Westfield River. Yeah, look at them.
Nope, it's a tree swallow.
A tree swallow flying in front of
No, I was
Steve.
right the first time.
He was right the first time.
Barn
He
swallow.
makes a correction, then he recorrects. So we're going to say that that is in fact a barn swallow as he originally identified.
Always go with your first guess.
Go with your first guess. They tell you that. Let's throw some casts right here, Pete.
Size of this
You know,
fish.
the current. Oh, what? Those are shad. Those are shad. Yeah, they come over the dam.
Those are big.
Yeah, those are shad. They are big. Yeah, we'll have a ton of them down below the dam. We don't have to worry about trying to catch them up here. Those are American shad. Good eye. I was looking the wrong way when they showed up.
Hard to miss
But you
them,
can
maybe.
see it's getting sandy now. Yeah, so it's actually getting really good for sight fishing.
So
In
they're
the
like
river.
sand bottom?
No, they're looking to spawn. I don't know particularly. What's that? Is that the blue heron? Yeah, that's the blue heron.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, got one.
Yes! He's got one on here. Looks like a smallmouth bass. Now give yourself 6 feet of line. Look at him. He's an animal. Massive. Show the camera now when you get him out of the water. Just pull him out. He's not going to snap your line. Well, he's not a bluefish. He doesn't have teeth. Get him up and show the camera.
Big, huge.
He's pulling out some hogs here, people. A little higher. Bring your hands up. Yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. Devoured. So this fish weir extends all the way across the river from the West Springfield side to the Agawam side here. Really something else. Piles of stone. So looking here from this angle, you can really see it. These rocks are piled beautifully, and they form a C so that the current comes down into them and then gets directed toward one side. And what the native people would do is build these, and then they'd line them with fish traps, or they would use them for spearing purposes. Move forward a little, Steve.
See all these lines in the mud?
Yeah, those are the mussels, right?
Yep, because my muscle.
There's so many mussels in here. And I'm going to hand you the camera. So here you go. It's on. So if you look at where I am, I'm walking on a pile of stones that are clearly piled from the Agawam side of the river to my left across to the West Springfield side of the river. Now at low water, it's very, very possible to just play in this river. In the summer, the Westfield River, because it's got a very sloping, very steep watershed, right? While prone to flooding in the springtime, becomes very shallow in the summer, which allows people to build trickle dams. And the native people put up these trickle dams to take advantage of the big fish migrations. The shad, the blueback herring, alewives, lampreys, possibly sturgeon.
Salmon.
And I throw salmon last in because from what we know biologically about the salmon run in the Connecticut River now, it doesn't seem like the salmon were as numerous as we had thought they were.
So as you can see from this drone footage, this is unmistakably and clearly a prehistoric fish weir, like the one that we can see in this image. And it's designed to channel migrating fish through an area that allows the native people to trap, net, club, spear, or catch in any way they can, hands included, these fish as they're proceeding up or down the river during the spawning season, right, during their great migration. And this fish weir has been sitting here between Agawam and West Springfield for the past 350 years, basically undisturbed. And it's not known. It's not classified. It's not cataloged by Massachusetts. And that is about to change. As I've been talking to some state archaeologists, just was talking to a guy up in Deerfield, and this will be the subject of archaeological study, and who knows, soon it will be declared a site of regional, state, maybe even national importance. And certainly it'll be surveyed. And you know, I tell you, get out and check this thing out. It's easy to access from the Agawam side from Robinson State Park. You can see it on Google Earth.
I mean, that's about this area. It's the size of the trees, just a beautiful. Look at a white pine in front of you sticking out. White pines being the symbol of American resistance to King George III at the beginning of the American Revolution, because the king wouldn't let us cut trees. Oh, there's that eagle again, Pete. Coming our way. There he is. Look at that. That's the immature guy that we saw earlier. Maybe another one.
Yeah, maybe.
Crazy. To think that back in 1984, I hadn't seen an eagle yet, and I had spent half of my life outside in places that, and around lakes, in places that you would see eagles. And now we're at Walmart, and eagles are flying over our heads. Oh yeah, look at a snapper right there.
No, not a snapper.
Oh, a wood turtle?
Might be.
A wood turtle.
Let's go look.
Let's go look. We're going to investigate Mr. Turtle. See it?
I haven't seen a wood turtle in 30 years.
They're very rare, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's a wood turtle.
Wood turtle.
How cool is that, people?
On film.
Huh?
Get that on film.
Catch it, Steve. Catch it. Stop being a wimp. Why do you have to? Want me to get him?
No, I got it.
I'll get him if you want, if you're afraid.
It's just slippery over here.
Yeah, it is. Now, don't make the canoe tip over.
I'm not trying.
Reach out and grab him, Steve. Look at him. He's got him a turtle. We can make soup.
No, we're not going to make soup. But
wash him off so you show the camera.
Yep,
He's going to wash him off. Now, we didn't catch any big fish yet, but we got a turtle that my biologist brother hasn't seen in 20 years, 30 years.
Now you can tell, one of the ways you can tell he's a wood turtle is because of that red legs.
Right.
Right? And look at the plastron up here.
Yeah. It's gnarly like a snapping turtle.
Now this, every year like a tree, puts down another ring.
Watch out, he's going to bite your finger is what he's going to do.
Nice,
I would love it if he took a hunk out of your finger right now. We're so far away from anything.
So we can tell how old this guy is.
Count the ring, Stephen. Count the ring. Stop keeping me guessing. He does this to me all the time. Now we got him counting. Not his best thing, but he's doing it. What do we got? The scientific. I told you.
16 years old.
16 years old. That is cool. Notice how he put him right back where he found them, because that's what we do. We let our fish go. We let our turtles go. We could have made soup out of that, Steve. But instead we leave him sitting in the sun, and he pops his goofy head back out.
I believe believe those are threatened species in Massachusetts.
Yeah, well, we got them in West Springfield, right here, in the Westfield watershed, right? The Westfield River watershed. The lower Westfield River, we're still above the dam, and we're approaching, what do we got right here? This is the old railroad bridge abutments, and it connected Feeding Hills with West Springfield and Springfield. And interestingly, it was out of business by World War II and demolished for scrap. Now you got to remember that when we're talking about the rail lines that literally carpeted New England, some of them serviced factories that went out of business, but others were commuter rail lines that were hit by trolleys and automobiles. By World War II, Americans had gone from riding rails to riding roads. So we're kind of paddling along, and we, believe it or not, came out. There's another portion of the abutment on the West Springfield side of the river right there. You can see it. And wood turtle must have been a commuter. That could have been a trout right there. Wildflowers are blooming on the shore. Again, we're like in West Springfield, between West Springfield and Agawam. We're enjoying this beautiful afternoon in May. It's May 21st, I think. We got out of school at 2, we got on the river at 3, and our plan is to head down the river and show you guys in Westside what you got here.
Yeah,
Because, yeah, Steve's just heard another bird.
No, that wasn't bird. That was American toad.
Oh, an American toad makes his appearance. The point is, this is all waiting for you. You got to get out and see it. And you can bring your fishing poles or not. Bring your binoculars like my brother. Low impact. You find one of these turtles, do not disturb him much or at all. My brother Steven is a trained wildlife biologist, so he's fine with handling these critters. But if you're not sure yourself, don't do it. But get out here again, and if we can, what may have been an Amerindian fish weir.
You got spotted fish right there, sir.
Looking on the right side of the river here, you can see what is clearly human-piled rocks in a reef extending out into the river. See what I'm talking about, Steve?
Oh, yeah.
Where that stream comes in?
Yep.
So right there,
Where that
and
spotted
then we
fish right
see
there,
these
sir.
same rocks extend across the river, right here in a perfect spot. Look at that beautiful rivulet sneaking into the river right there. That's cool.
From Robinson State Park.
So while Steve pulls up the canoe here at the Mitnag Factory Dam, we're now preparing to negotiate the portage. So you can see he's grabbing a paddle, he's grabbing some gear, and we're going over the top. Here's the dam. West Springfield residents, there's your famous fish ladder over there that most of you haven't been to see, that allows the anadromous fish, shad, salmon, blueback herring, alewives, sturgeon to come up over this dam that's been here for a long time and continue on their spawning journey up the Westfield River. If you look below, you can see those sandstone outcrops. Before the dam, this was Mitnag Falls. So we did manage to scramble over the Mitnag Dam. And we've got the fish ladder on the other side of us. And right here is the island. Now this island's probably half a mile long and heads down toward the Veterans Bridge. Steve and I are going to head across the plunge pool below the dam, and we're going to then move down the west side where the channel is a little deeper. At least that's the plan. So you're going to have a lot of fish right here. All right.
I thought it was a little late for shad.
Oh no, there's tons of them.
Okay, is building a portage here. And then the dam broke.
The pool below the dam is where the anadromous fish used to be confined before the coming of the fish ladder. They couldn't get beyond that dam. And that dam proves to be quite an impediment to kayakers or canoers trying to get down the river. It's about 18, 20 feet high. It's very old. On the north side, you have the canal and fish ladder. And on the south side, you have a very steep bluff with a small path that's quite muddy going around the dam. So if you try this, be very careful. And then you have to make a choice. Do you take the north channel on the north side of the island or the south channel? We chose the north channel. And that gave us a little bit of trouble. There's the sandstone outcroppings that form small rapids. And then there are two cement structures that raise the river level into ponds to make it easier for the shad and salmon and herring to move up the river. When you get by those cement structures, you're down below what used to be Strathmore paper, the river gets kind of scary for a little bit. The rapids are extreme and you got to be careful, especially going under that bridge. Then you come to another large island and you can choose to go with the wider river or you can take the smaller river. We chose the smaller path around the island and it worked out fine. But be careful if you should try this yourself.
I think we want to walk it right here. We want to walk it. Back it off, back it off. Good.
Well, that's a big one.
One more, one more. Oh, that is the deep one. Oh, brother. Nope. That was a blue heron yelling at him?
Yep.
There he is, bald eagle up in the tree. Another, oh, that's the blue heron that just chased him.
They'll eat blue heron.
They will? Oh. Yes, nice smallmouth. Get some line out. Get some line out. Stayed with a smallmouth on the shad dart. Not a bad one. Not a bad river fish. Oh, and he's jumping and leaping and hopping and bopping. Steve going for the landing. That was wicked funny. You always get dinked. They get you right before you take it out of the water, and then you always end up, whoa, look at that. That's a good smallmouth in the river. As we're getting swept over a waterfall here. Another place where we're, look at that guy. Put him in front of the camera.
Right there.
Yeah, there you go.
He's
All right,
nice.
let's get over here. I'm nice.
Not that small,
No.
not that big.
No. Nice size. Gave you a good fight. Another hazard encountered on the way down the river. This is on the West Springfield side. I don't remember this from being a kid. And I used to come down here, I just don't remember it. I guess it's not as dramatic as the one up above. See that? Will the canoe fit first? I don't think we'll be able to slow ourselves down on it. We're gonna want to go. We're gonna want to go once we go. Wow. Oh, keep it going straight. I got it. I'm on this side. I'm on this side. Okay, good, good, good. Good, good, good. All right, we're sliding over some rocks. All right. Okay. This canoe's getting a workout. Never done. Well, it's not, well, it used to be Strathmore, right? And then Southworth and Strathmore, and there's probably a couple other factories up there that I don't know about. Product of the American Industrial Revolution, and we are now going over another rapids here.
Swing to the right when we go through.
Right. I got it. Whoa. We just held on with our lives there. All right, hang on. Good.
There you are.
Oh, that was again, a little hazardous, a little bit hair-raising. People at the senior center are probably asking for a second dessert right now. Oh, and there's those blue herons making all their noises. Yes, this is West Springfield, everybody. I mean, you're probably thinking about the movie Deliverance with me and my brother Steven making the pass. And you're obviously saying if this was Deliverance, I would be, yep, Burt Reynolds. That Burt Reynolds. Wait, now what are you paddling so fast for? What are you trying to do to us? Okay, well, we're going to get there. We're on a river. We're going to get to the ladder. Now you can see the big spillway in front of us. Now the secret here is going to be to slowly pick one of these lanes and get out into the main river and avoid hitting the spillway broadside. Again, that's not what we want to do. We're not doing a lot of fishing right now. We're basically trying to survive right now. This is a survival moment. All right, so we're going to pick this one and we're going to go in this one. And this one looks good. It's probably going to bottom out, but no. You ever seen a slippery elm? Okay, keep yourself back oaring a little bit, keeping the paddle. I'm gonna keep it straight. You just keep back oaring. Yeah, we're doing it. Yep. Look at the widowmaker sticking up over here. We're gonna take our head off. Oh, don't paddle too hard though. Harder than that, son of a, are you crazy? Don't. You animal. You almost killed me. I was decapitated. Oh, stuff. Come on, I'll kick you. Sicilian. Drag your paddle to slow us down. Come on. This is the worst rapids that we've seen yet up here. The whole main river. Okay, there's a ledge over here. Kick yourself out. Kick it out. Paddle hard. Paddle hard. Get out here. Okay. You never see this. Son of a. Keep it going. Holy cow! Stay with it! Watch it now! Rock! Don't back paddle! Oh! There's a fish. Oh, a nice smallmouth. Oh, a river bass. These guys are fighters. Oh, the river bass. He doesn't know what's going on. He's like, that was a minnow. Now I got a hook in me. Look at a river bass. Smallmouth bass. I had to catch something or else my brother Steven was going to blank me. Oh! These guys are fighters. We're up at Lake George, and we're getting 4-pound fish that didn't quite as good as this guy because he's a river smallmouth, and they're crazy. Look at that nice fat
it's
river
nice
smallmouth. See how dark he is?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Good fight by him. I'll throw him back in. People back at home are going to hurt their heads trying to watch this video because, okay, this is the kind of hazard that if you get stuck on that can suck the canoe under, right? So you want to stay really close to this shore. Yeah, that's all we needed. Okay, we're through. We're through. All right. Oh, nothing's easy. Just a nice little flume. And now up here, we have a rock to contend with in front of you. And there's a rock in the middle I see too. And once we get around this, I think we're going to be very close to the pullout, if not at the pullout. So you see the rock breaking to the right. Now there's a big rock on the left. I don't see any other rock. No, there's a rock behind the big rock that we see. There's another rock on the right. Yeah, we got this, no problem. Although it's the last rapids on the Westfield River. Whoa! And Stephen got a little wet up front. That's good. That'll teach him to bring his soap next time. I tell you to bring the soap. You don't bring the soap. Okay, see where we are. River Road is right there. We can pull out right up. So what we've done today is paddle from where Little George's is down to the Quickie Mart on River Road, right near Memorial School. In that paddle, we went by some old Amerindian Fish Weirs. We went by some Indian villages, old Route 20. Saw some old railroad bridges that once connected Feeding Hills to West Springfield. Saw some industrial history at Mitten Egg. Almost died in the rapids. Beyond that, we saw some great wildlife. And my brother, the bird guy, made quite a lot of identifications. And
Not just birds.
his favorite thing today was the wood turtle that we saw. And he hasn't seen a wood turtle in 30 years, and this kid is crawling around the woods day in and day out. And so this area that we basically take for granted, between Route 20, the railroad track, right, and Agawam,
I'm
the
not sure we take
Westfield
it for
River.
granted because most people don't even know about it.
Well, you and I don't take it for granted.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll tell you what, a lot of people in West Springfield don't even know about it. They don't know it's here. And if you watched what we showed you just now, there's some gorgeous scenic opportunities out here, some great wildlife, and some great history too. So get a chance, get out and hit the river. Do it in pairs at least. Don't do it alone. Be smart. I'm Stan. Here's my brother Steve, fishing historic places. We caught a few fish. But more importantly, we had a good time.